career. He has served in various prestigious positions, including director, principal, vice principal, professor, and head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering and NIRF coordinator at Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. He has also served as principal and controller of examination at SA Engineering College and has held a faculty position at reputed institutions including VIT and RFK College of Engineering and Technology. Adding a special significance to today's occasion, he has also served as a professor in our college in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and also be a proud alumna of our institution from 1994 to 1998 batch. Dr. Nagarajan has made remarkable contribution to NAT, NBA, and IQAC quality assurance process, strengthening academic standards, research culture, and outcome-based education. His research expertise in thermal engineering and heat transfer enhancement. He has also actively promoted innovation, interdisciplinary research, industry collaboration, and student development with a vision of nurturing future-ready engineers. It is a great deed to have a proud moment of our institution to welcome one of our alumni who has grown into a distinguished academic leader. On behalf of our institution, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. P.K. Nagarajan and wishing him a very pleasant and enriching interaction with our students and faculty. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We now come to the highlight of today's webinar. We are privileged to have our proud alumnus with us to share his expertise and valuable experience on the topic Innovate and Execute. Sir, may I request you to take over the session?
Yeah. Very good morning to one of our present here. Respected Principal Dr. Nirmal Kannan sir, respected Professor Dr. Balasubramaniam, and my dear friend Mohamed Firdos, and faculty members, head of the department, dean, and respected Professor Niriklo Saigar sir. Actually, he is the one, he helped us a lot during our days, and I sincerely thank all of you actually for giving me this opportunity, because it's a very important opportunity for me to connect it back to my institution where I studied. And sorry. So good morning to all present here actually. So respected Principal Dr. Nirmal Kannan sir, respected Professor Dr. Balasubramaniam sir, Alumni Association in charge, and my dear friend Mohamed Firdos, and our respected Professor Nirikula Sekhan sir, who inspired us during our college days, and respected deans and faculty members and my dear students. Very good morning to all. So are you able to hear me? Just I want to confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So I sincerely thank our founder, principal, and director of the institution, Dr. S.H. Ibrahim, sir. I think someone is talking.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Sumitra? Sir, please unmute your mic.
Mute. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So I thank our founder, principal, and director, Dr. S.H. Ibrahim, sir, who is the inspiration for us and who is the motivation for us actually. So he gave me the life actually. So after completing my bachelor's degree, I got an opportunity to work at institution for 7 years actually. So I worked there. So after that, I moved to NIT Trichy, and then I worked in different institutions, as you mentioned. And thank you for the opportunity. I just move on to the topic of today, innovate to execute. It's a general topic actually, so I'm not going in technical. Okay, so how the ideas move, mutate, and scale. So I'm giving some case studies for the engineering students actually today. So I'm just going to start with the first slide. Okay, so what I'm going to cover today, actually. So the parks, actually, the park, Apple and Microsoft chain. This is the first one I'm going to talk about. This Park Lab, they created so many innovations actually that has been used by other companies like Apple and Microsoft. They created the $1 trillion companies actually $2 trillion company created from the products what Parks innovated actually. So, and also I'm going to deal about few more innovation case studies by Bell Labs and IBM PC, and also Kodak's failure and Google's innovation ecosystem and NASA and ISRO. So these are the innovation system I'm going to talk about. And what are the frameworks we need to know for innovate and convert it to useful products? So these are the things I'm going to discuss, and Indian startup ecosystem and how the quick commerce is evolving in Indian market. And I'm just going to touch upon few topics here. I'm going to give overall view about how these ecosystems are in India. I'm not going to give in depth because it takes hours and hours to discuss about. But this forum is open for further discussion actually. Okay. Yeah, Xerox actually. So many people heard about this name. Actually, Xerox is the photocopying manufacturer, machine manufacturer actually. So many people are saying Xerox is a process. They think that Xerox is a process. That means photocopying process. Other name is become synonymous. It becomes synonymous. Photocopying means Xerox. Okay. So the Xerox is manufacturing the photocopying machines actually, but they created a innovation lab, the Park. The Park is at California. Currently, the Silicon Valley, what we are talking about. But Xerox headquarter is in New York City, actually. So New York is the business city. The California is the innovation city, actually. So it is all these things are happening in 1970s. Okay, 1970s. The people are started about. Yeah. Can you mute your mic, please?
Students, please turn off your mic.
Please turn off your mics. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The Parks is the one, they created a lot of innovation at Silicon Valley, and Apple and Microsoft are not born at that time.
Students, please turn off your mic.
Okay. So now, the one research lab, the two companies are created. I'm just going to give you about what they invented in Xerox Park Research Lab. So they are having GUI, graphical user interface. So that is currently we are seeing as a display unit and Windows icons, menus, and other things. So graphical user interface. A practical mouse actually they invented, and Ethernet cable, and laser printer. So all these things they only invented, and also they are pioneering object-oriented programming.
Participants, unmute the mic while you're joining. Alexa, please.
What you get? So this is the editing platform they only created actually. So whatever the programming you are doing, you can see immediately in the side windows, and I can edit accordingly. So these are the things they created in the Xerox Parks. Sir, can you able to turn off your mic so that I can speak? Then you can interact later. Please. Yeah. So just the copier and paper executive didn't see commercial opportunity for this innovation because the Xerox is the company they were talking about daily. They're talking about the daily kind of revenue. Actually, Xerox is the one company they produce machines and then rent it actually. So normally they don't sell the machines at the time. They will rent it actually. So during the rent means whatever the photocopy the people takes, they will get a rent, continuous rent actually. So monthly they get revenue actually. Monthly or daily they will get revenue. So whatever the invention they created in the Parks lab, they didn't see there is an opportunity for daily monetization. So that is the reason they didn't take it into commercial market. But in 19 1979, actually, Steve Jobs and Apple engineer, they got the opportunity to tour this Parks lab, actually. So 1979. So during that time, they visited the lab in the arrangement of pre-IPO Xerox investment in the Apple. Actually, Xerox is investing in Apple. So that is the reason they got the opportunity to access this lab, actually. So Apple, Steve Jobs and his team visited this lab, and Steve Jobs is talking to his colleagues, and he got amazed and he's talking about the inventions, what the Parks lab did. It's amazing, they're saying, okay, and the future is here. He's talking about that. The future is here. But the Parks people, they didn't realize it, actually. So there is a commercial value. He identified there is a future, actually. So they didn't do copy, actually. They didn't do copy. They refined it, actually. So turning the lab prototype, whatever the Parks people did, they refined and confined, and they created a lot of improvement, and they created the first ever personal computer, Apple Lisa, in 1983. Okay. So after, but the Lisa is commercial product, but it's a market failure, and they refined it again, and they came with the fresh new product, Macintosh, that is very, very famous in personal computing era, actually. That's the first ever personal computer, and iconic 1984 Super Bowl ad. You can check in the internet, actually. You can see the Super Bowl ad, actually. So that created this sensation in the tech market. So they created that innovation breakthrough, actually. The Apple's real contribution is taking the lab level research into market. Okay, so the innovator always think whatever the innovations he is doing or invention he is doing, that need to be taken into market. Otherwise, there is no value at all. Okay, so obviously Apple did that, actually. Steve Jobs did that. That's an inspiration, actually. You need to take it up. Okay, so in 1979, he started Apple company, and he take it into commercial market. In 1984, he got the first success. Actually, it took almost 6 to 7 years of his journey. So you read the Steve Jobs book, actually, you can understand what kind of pain he has undergone, what kind of innovation he did. Okay, so now I am coming to the I think his partner, actually. So he's the crime partner, we can say. They both are the one developed the graphical user interface together, operating system together. Do you know who it is, actually? So it's a Microsoft. Okay, so you can see the next one is Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft got the inspiration, actually, because Microsoft is working along with the Apple. They were the one first built the access they got for graphical user interface, operating system development, all this kind of information they got, early access they got along with Apple. And Bill Gates got his own idea, actually. So how we can take it into further for his own commercial market, actually. So Apple also threatened them, actually. I can see the Windows 1.4 is released in 1985. So after that, Apple, they took legal action against Bill Gates, but ultimately in 1988, they failed, actually. Apple failed, actually. Microsoft won that case. So because of that, Microsoft took the operating system market into next level. They commercialized, actually. They commercialized the operating system. They created a complete commercial software, and also they had a very good tie-up with IBM, actually. I'm coming to IBM case also again in the next page. So IBM compatible hardware. IBM is created the compatible hardware, and Bill Gates created the software. They both together licensed the product. So they got huge business during those days. Still they are getting it, actually. And Apple didn't do the distribution, actually. They created their own PCs. They created their own softwares. They didn't took distribution mode, but Bill Gates took distribution mode. That is the reason he reached mass market. Okay, that is the kind of strategy they got. So from this innovation chain, you can understand Xerox, Pax, they is the one invented the core technology, but they didn't do commercialization. They wasted whatever the R&D they did. But Apple and Microsoft, they inspired from that research what the Pax lab did and refined it. Apple is produced it and popularized it, and Microsoft is scale to mass market. That is very important. Okay, scaling the mass market also important. But Apple also did certain things. Actually, they created the value system, ecosystem they created. That is the reason they are still in top actually. So they are the topmost valuated company in electronic industry, and Microsoft also there in the top 10 actually. Yeah. So I think I'm going to more innovative case studies actually. So this is the one actually. So Bell Labs, you need to think about this Bell Labs. So they are the inventor for the transistor actually, 1947. So because of that only revolution happened in computers actually. They developed the lasers, and also they created the Unix, okay, operating system actually. Unix they created, and C programming language they only created actually. The culture of IBM is they fund for deep research without demanding quick returns. But other companies, they asking the inventor to do commercial products, but they do the different way. They fund the deep research without asking the quick returns. Actually, now they are doing heavily the research heavily on quantum technologies. They are having the quantum computers actually. So very few people are developing quantum computers. IBM is one important company. They are also working in quantum computers now. Amazon is mostly on commercial quantum computers they are working. Google also working for quantum computers. And who is going to win? We don't know actually. So let's see. Let's wait. Probably we will get one inspiring outcome after this. But if you are there, you can also think about. You can also join this kind of revolution now, because these companies are asking the innovative engineers actually. So they're recruiting innovative engineers actually. Okay, so actually IBM PC 1981 actually. So they are also in commercial market. So along with the side of Apple Macintosh, and they also developed the products. But unfortunately, or it's generously actually, they left the IPs actually. So they don't want to queue. So they created an open market actually. So anybody can assemble the PCs. Actually, I also assembled some PCs in my days in 1995, 96. During that period, we got the opportunity to assemble our own PCs actually. So we get the product. Still, people are doing actually. So Compaq, Dell, Lenovo, other platforms use the IBM's open platforms, and open platform can grow faster than closed one actually. So IBM is followed the open platform. That is the reason they can able to achieve the faster growth. But ultimately, but they don't have any control over the market. Many players entered it actually. That is also a case we need to see. And the next innovation is Kodak. Anybody heard about Kodak actually? So that's a film manufacturer actually. He's film manufacturer. They manufacture the films for creating the photos actually. So they are very, very famous during the days actually. Up to 2000, 2005, they are very popular among the photography community actually, photographer community. So after 2005-6, people are moving towards the digital photography machines, actually digital cameras actually. So Kodak, but invented actually 1975 itself they invented, but they found that there is no opportunity. Once they release the digital camera, they will not get any business in films. So that is the reason they didn't release it. So that is the innovator's dilemma actually. So because of that, after invention, they hide it because they think that it affects their own business actually. They created its own killer actually. So that's the reason they didn't do that. They didn't open it actually. After 2012, Sony, everybody started manufacturing the digital cameras. Obviously, the Kodak get into bankruptcy. Actually, they can't able to sustain in the market actually. So now there's a big issue, innovators dilemma we need to think about actually. So the successful companies often get affected because of the disruptive technologies actually. So disruptive technologies often affect the successful companies. I will go with that actually once again. What is the modern equivalent? Who is going to win in the AI race, electric vehicle race? Who is going to be there actually? So you can see electric vehicles are competing with the conventional IC engines. So obviously AI is coming and conventional coding platforms are struggling. Who is going to win? So we need to see actually. So this is one important race is going on currently now. You can see so how this Google and NASA and ISRO programs are giving some inspirations for us. So you can see Google actually allocating the 20% of their time, that R&D team's time, for their developing their side products actually. So they're not seeing these products are need to be commercialized immediately. Okay, so they are allowing the engineers to invent and innovate separately actually. So they are allowing the people to work and they can create. Actually, the sideline projects are Gmail actually. So now it's going to be the successful product. AdSense and Google Maps, all these products are sideline products of their regular products, but now it's giving so much revenue for the Google innovation ecosystem. So that is the reason. So innovation through structured freedom also possible. Okay, so structured freedom means obviously they will work company for 4 days and 1 day will be allocated for their own innovations actually. But Google will have the joint IPs actually. So obviously it's going to be the win-win for both actually, the innovator and Google actually. And also NASA's programs. So NASA's Apollo programs actually they did with extreme ambitious timeline actually. So obviously that John F. Kennedy, he announced a timeline without consulting the NASA engineers. So they're going to land in moon actually. So it's going to be the very, very challenging those days. But they were successful actually with the extreme time limit and constraints. They developed so many products actually. So I think memory foams, CT scans, and cordless tools. So many things are being created during the time Apollo programs actually. So and also the ISRO is talking about the fragile engineering actually. Fragile engineering means, what do you think? We used to have a jugaad kind of engineering. Okay, so Indian ecosystem always talks about money, actually how much investment we are going to make for producing the products. So actually Indian jugaad driven space program is cheaper than the movie Gravity actually. So during the time they were talking about that 15 years back, people are talking about the production cost of Gravity is much more than Mangalyaaan's Mangalyaaan's mission cost. Mars orbiter mission cost is only $74 million, but Gravity movie is having more than that actually. So obviously the jugaad driven space programs also very, very successful in nature. Okay, coming to the next one. So these are the important tools which will be useful. Actually, I'm not going to take much time here because because it's all very, very important case studies, frameworks. So you can do certain amount of assignments, and also if any possibility, I will do the case study in later sessions also. Okay, so innovator dilemma, we are talking about the Kodak. Okay, all successful firms miss the disruptive tech actually. So successful technology companies, they miss the disruptive tech, which is going to be ruling that actually. So you can see that curve, what you are seeing here actually. So this is the first one actually, innovative dilemma. It's a principle of Clayton Christensen. He is talking about that actually. So you can see the red line is the maturity of the development product actually. It goes up. See, it's slowly picking up and it goes steady after a certain period of time. But at the same time, the new venture they enter, and then they created the disruptive technology and reach that particular point where the commercial product is already available in the market by the corporate company. See, corporate companies face pressure from the startups because startups coming up with the less cost and also better features actually. So this is innovator dilemma and design thinking actually. So I think you may be having design thinking in your syllabus. So probably we can focus there, emphasize and define the product and ideate and create the prototype and test. Okay, so what is the need of the product that we need to emphasize, and then define the required objective for product creations, and then you can ideate actually. So whether the product is meeting the standards or not, what is the requirement, whether we are meeting or not, complete ideas are worthy or not, these things we can ideate. And also what are the things we need to prioritize. See, always software companies, they release the product immediately. So they ideate, after that they create a prototype, version 1 they will release. Why? Because after reaching the market, they will get the feedbacks, they will get the issues, they will get the bugs, they will fix it, and they will come back with the next product, actually version 2, 2.0 or 3.0. That is the reason every time you can see Android, you'll get a lot of updates actually. So the updates are coming because of this kind of design thinking process actually. So they continuously do. And also the third one is TRICE. It's a Russian framework actually. Suppose you are having some problem, you already identified some problem. So then you are having some certain contradiction with the standard problems. Okay, what are the standard problems are there with respect to your innovation? So they will see what are the contradiction. They try to solve it and apply the applicable TRICE inventive principles being applied, and then they will go for the TRICE generalized specific solutions. So these are the frameworks you can follow while doing the innovations. Okay, and Eric Rice actually he built the lean startup model actually. So lean startup model we are talking about. So because lean startups are 1% innovation or 2% innovations. Okay, suppose a company is having less staffs, then the burden for the company is very less. So many times now you can see car garages. Car garages are the office for the Bill Gates and Apple founder actually. So most of the Apple or Microsoft started in car garage because they no need to pay the rent. Okay, and mostly they started with 1 or 2 persons because they are the founder and co-founders. So obviously they don't take salary. So these are the lean startup principles that having the very minimal requirements to sustain the company actually. So how they do? So they learn and build the products, and then after production, they do the analysis, actually measurement, and then they will go for the data-driven analysis, and they will understand the mistakes. Then they will come back. Actually, you can see here, build the product, measure the outcomes, and data analysis, and then learn the mistakes and do the building of new product again. So come with the idea, build it, and produce it, and then measure the outcomes, and then take it into next level. So last one, you can see S curve of innovations. S curve of innovations means the technology is always get disrupted continuously. The example what I gave is music cassettes. So during 1980s to 1990s, there is popular market is music cassettes. So it's started the innovation, and then it reached its peak. And after 1990, the CDs are coming up. They started taking over the market, and then CDs also get vanished during 1990s end. Actually, end of 1990s, the new techs like music on iPhone, cloud platforms, Spotify, all these things are coming up. So obviously, it's reached its saturation now. Any new technology may come up, and also it will create its own time to settle down, and then again the new technology will come, and it will also take it its own time. The cycle will continue actually. S curve innovation. Okay, so now I'm moving to the practical exercise for the students who are listening this webinar actually. So you can do the failure analysis. Failure analysis important actually. So failure analysis, you can see the Xerox, Kotak, BlackBerry. So BlackBerry is the one excellent phone, but it failed because of the innovation adaptation actually. So they can't able to adapt the innovation immediately actually, because Nokia and BlackBerry is failed because of the button phones we used to call. Okay, that phones are moving towards the smartphones actually. They unable to catch that wave. So because of that, Nokia and BlackBerry failed actually. So failure analysis, you can see how they failed, what the reason they failed, all these things you can do. Okay, and reverse engineering innovation actually. So how the reverse engineering helps them to produce new products, actually common products. Zip and Velcro, all these things are the reverse engineering products, actually. You can see that. And biomimicry, so some kind of biological already process is there. Velcros are identified from the birds. Okay, so and Shankinshan knows from the kingfishers, actually. So these are the commercial products which came from the nature inspired, actually. So we call nature inspired algorithms. Similarly, nature inspired products also there, actually. And the patent to product, actually. So how we can convert the patent into product. So many times, no, people do patenting, but they don't do commercialization. So you can pick up some old patents and see, do the brainstorming and convert it as a modern product also. This is also possible. Again, the mini design sprints you can do. You can. I request college authorities to conduct hackathons, makeathons in the campus, so that the students start thinking in 24 hours or 44 hours prototyping challenge. All these things can be given to the students so that they can innovate within the stipulated time. They will have the breakthrough within 48 hours also. And open source study. Analyze the bottom-up innovations, models like Linux or Wikipedia, and do the open source. Open source means, obviously, whenever we are giving open source, the reach is very quick, because they no need to pay for fee for this accessing these platforms or tools. Obviously, Wikipedia, many people are using Wikipedia for their knowledge sharing or knowledge improvement. And Linux is the platform, open platform, that help us to develop products. Okay, so I'm just coming to the last part of my presentation, actually. It's a Indian startup and quick commerce, because it's going to be the interesting case study, because India is winning over here. That is the reason a live ongoing case study in system engineering, not just business strategy. So this is the one. Okay, you can see the Flipkart. Flipkart is the one they created the. Okay, just a minute. Unable to see my screen. Okay. Okay, sorry. So, okay. Are you able to see my screen? Anyone? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Okay. Flipkart, actually, I can start with Flipkart, actually. Flipkart is the one actually started from scratch, actually. Started from scratch means they were working in Amazon, actually, but they want to create something for India, actually. So Sachin Bansal and another Bansal, they both started the company in Bangalore, actually, for delivering the book, actually. So they started this. Actually, they did the innovation here is cash on delivery, COD I'm talking about. Because in India, the card, that credit card or debit card market was low at the time. So that is the reason they created the new innovation system is cash on delivery. But ultimately, they have a lot of courage to do that, because many times after reaching the product, many times getting the cash is also difficult. But they bet for it. Because of that only they won that. Now the Flipkart is being acquired by Walmart for $16 billion, actually. So in 2018. And Ola is re-engineering the ride-hailing, actually on-demand autos, bikes, taxi services for the Indian road conditions, instead of copying the US model directly. Because of that only Ola and Uber are successful. Uber, even though it's a multinational company, but Ola is initially using the Uber platform, and now they started developing their own, actually. And the Paytm in UPI ecosystem is Indian success story for transactions, actually, cash transactions. Now, instead of card, we are completely converted the UPI transactions. And what are the UPI transactions we are making is more than the bank's transaction of many country, actually, many country. You can say many countries' transactions are very less as compared to our UPI transaction, because even for 10 rupees or 15 rupees or 5 rupees also we are using UPI system. And Agnicool and Skyroot. I think last week Skyroot launched their commercial rocket. Actually, Agnicool also developing the rockets, because these private space tech startups are extending the ISRO's frugal engineering, because it's a DNA in our body, actually, Indian mindset. Okay, so obviously with the limited kind of resources, we are doing so many innovations in commercial rocketry. Agnicool is the one startup, they created 3D printed rocket. Actually, they are in IIT Research Park. And Skyroot also is an Indian company. They launched Vikram S. Now they launched Vikram again, the second successful commercial rocket launch. And Joho, so many times if you see the startup means it need venture capitalist funding. Obviously you need funding, but Joho, they didn't do VC funding. There is no VC funding. It's a bootstrapped and successful SaaS company from Chennai, actually. So globally competing with Microsoft and Salesforce. That's a main counter narrative for funding the startups. See, startup means you should not expect only fund. Okay, you can bootstrap and you can slowly create a revenue, and also you can be successful from there. That is also possible. And the quick commerce. So you can see the monthly turnover is 11,000 crores. It's very, very huge actually for the new market. And you can see Blinkit, it's having 50% market share. And order to doorstep is 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes you will get the product at your doorstep. And 7.8 million orders per day. So who are the three players? Blinkit, Zepto, and Instamart. Okay, so the Blinkit is market leader, Zepto is catching up. It's an independent company, because Blinkit is run by Zomato. It's a very popular food delivery app, and Instamart is run by Swiggy, and both are doing extremely good actually. So what are the live case study is? So how these people are working? So these people are having dark store network. What it means, a dark store? Dark store means they are having a micro warehouse. See, dark store means don't think that it's very dark. It's having lights, but there is no interiors. There is no requirement for the AC. Our requirement for AC is only meant to store the products. It's not for the comfort of the customers. Okay, so likewise they design the dark stores, and now they are going for micro warehouse, because wherever the place the maximum delivery is happening, they want to reach. That is the reason they're creating micro warehouse and minimizing the delivery radius, and they are having the stock keeping actually. So stock keeping is also very, very crucial, because what are the products we are expecting that need to be available, okay, then only the people will start ordering. So hyper local demand forecasting is not easy, because it's street level machine learning prediction. Okay, it's not the city level machine learning prediction. It's much harder than the regular forecasting problem. So they are doing it, and real-time route optimization, because delivery under 10 minutes you are assuring means that it is having so many constraints actually, that it's not traditional last mile logistics. It's going to be far tighter than the traditional last mile logistics. So that's people are successful. These three companies are successful here actually. Why India, not in the West? Because the lower labor delivery cost and urban density is very, very high, because Indian cities are enjoying the quick commerce app, because it's very, very densely populated. Because if you take Chennai, Chengalpat, Tiruvallur, Kanchipuram, these four cities are unified cities with the unified districts actually. So obviously 1 crore people are living with within this radius. So these quick commerce people are able to be successful. But Western giants like Gitter, Gorillas, Jacker, Flink, all these things went for bankrupt. But Indian quick commerce are very, very successful because of the lower delivery labor cost and higher urban density. The population is the only important aspect for successful running of these quick commerce platforms. Okay, so now I'm coming to the last slide of my presentation. And innovation is a chain, not a single spark. Okay, so you will not get in one time. Okay, if you get the spark, you are getting the innovation and you are converting as a commercial product, it's not going to happen as it is. So ideas alone not enough. Actually, execution and commercialization is very, very important. Okay, so execution and commercialization for the innovations means you need to have a lot of effort. Okay, first you need to create a prototype by using any methods like design thinking or TRICE methodology or S-curve innovations or lean startup. All these kind of methods you can use and convert your ideas into product. After converting into product, you should not leave as it is, because after converting into product, you need to release slowly actually. So many times you can see the success of Bajaj. Bajaj is a big company. They're making motorcycle manufacturing. They are in the motorcycle manufacturing industry for quite a long time. But the electric vehicle, when it comes to picture, they didn't do immediately. They didn't do scaled it up. So what they did, they launched in Bangalore first. Okay, so they created the motorcycle. They launched in the Bangalore market. After launching the Bangalore market, they started getting the data from the electric vehicle. Continuous data they are getting. They're seeing how these machines are performing, what are the things are happening in the machines, what are the possible failures they are getting, and how the road conditions are being. Okay, because Bangalore is having some kind of different kind of traffic density. Okay, obviously how these machines are being tested in the Bangalore streets, that helps them to fine tune their product. Okay, so after certain period of time, I hope it's more than 2 years they tested in the Bangalore market. After that only they started expanding to metro cities. They didn't started expanding just like that. They reached metro cities. Again, they created the separate ecosystem for electric vehicle. They didn't combine with the regular IC engine model showrooms. They created a separate showroom so that they will have a different kind of customer experience. So that is the reason they created different kind of showrooms. They are very, very successful right now. See, that means ideas are not enough. Okay, execution and commercialization having lot of process, lot of steps. Okay, lot of steps means either you can choose lean startup model, or you can choose some kind of TRICE model, or some kind of Stanford models like design thinking models. You can choose and start work on it and then commercialize it. Okay, iterations beats the originality. Don't worry about it. Actually, refining idea can change the invention. Actually, sometime now, if you are having an idea, you have created a product, but final outcome may be the different product after iteration. Don't worry about that. If the product is useful, go for it. Don't worry about that. So innovation will help us to beat iterations, beating the originality, obviously. Okay, and distribution and platform strategy can outscale the original innovator, obviously, because original innovator, who is original innovator for Xerox is the original innovator, but they didn't do commercialization. But obviously Apple took it, they did the product, but they didn't do any kind of distribution kind of platforms. They created their own platforms. Still Apple is following their own platforms, their own stores, but they scaled it up very quickly because of the funding what they are having. Okay, because of the product quality and funding, they can able to do that distribution model. But at the same time, regular distributor like Microsoft or some other platforms, what they did, they created a model and they distributed it. So we can see IBM PC. IBM PC, it's an open source. So obviously people started copying the model, and Compaq or Lenovo or whoever it is, they can able to distribute it quickly. And the innovation reached home very quickly or reached the office very quickly. But at the same time, how the market share or market is helping the innovator, that is also a problem. Okay, so you need to have a strong feeling that I need to distribute on my own so that my IP will be protected, then you need to see how best you can do the distribution model. Or you don't bother about it. I want to make money, quick money. Then you create a platform that is open so that all people will buy and they can install it. Then you will get cash. Okay, definitely. So even you can see Windows knows how many piracy Windows operating systems are there in the world, because definitely they know the data, but they are leaving as it is, because that ecosystem helps them to identify where they can get money, where they can't be able to get money. That means they can get money from companies or commercial business people. Okay, they don't want money from people who are using for their household applications. Okay, the PCs run with a lot of pirated softwares in the household application. There is no problem for them, but Windows identified the money making avenues, like companies, like corporates, or kind of a model where they can get the money. Okay, that means they created an open environment distribution model. They allowed pirated thing also. I can say, so whether they are accepting or not, but Windows did with purpose actually, so that only the Windows platform will get popularized. So after popularization, they can able to monetize. So that is the reason they did with purpose actually. Okay, people started using it, and then it become addiction. So obviously they can able to get money out of it. Okay, and the last one is a last before fragile and constraint driven engineering actually. So ISRO and quick commerce, all these things are fragile actually, constraint driven engineering. You can see I need to launch by actually ISRO is talking about launching I think man mission in another 2 years actually. So they are having a constraint actually. Within that time frame, they need to do the engineering, they need to test it. After that, they need to launch actually. So okay, that is also very important actually. So it's a fragile and constraint driven. Why? Because ISRO is not having very big budgets actually. Okay, the budget for NASA or SpaceX is much higher, but ISRO is making it's making happen because of the Indian innovator mindset. Okay, they can create products with less cost and innovative one. So it's valuable innovation mode is happening in terms of space tech companies and also quick commerce company. They are making a lot of money. See how these quick commerce are making money. Sometime you may think, see, quick commerce are losing through their revenue actually. So through their revenue means the distribution revenues are less, but at the same time the app is available in your mobile, so they are getting the data. Okay, they are getting the data, and also when you are ordering your product, obviously they will be running an ad actually. So you are seeing the ad. Obviously you are get addicted with the ad also sometime. See, they are asking us to use their app by using these kind of things. And how they getting money means they getting the money from your data and also through ad, so they can able to get the money. Okay, so Zepto or Swiggy, they are creating the ecosystem in such a way that they are not making revenue in distribution, but they are making revenue from data, what they're getting from you. Okay, all the people are having this app. Obviously, the data are open to them. They are identifying the business model from there actually. Okay, so the best students projects are studying the systems, not the success story. Okay, I'm just giving some examples here, but at the same time, you just get inspired through this success story. At the same time, you have to study your project innovation. Okay, you have to come with your plan, you have to work with the plan. Okay, study these things, work on these various innovations that will help you to achieve greater goals. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Once again, I thank our founder, principal, and director, Dr. Hissech Ibrahim. He is the inspiration and a motivator for me, because of him only I am here. Because when I didn't get job, he gave me the job. See, don't worry, you come and join here as a lecturer. Don't worry, you can create your life, you can get into. And also he sponsored me for my research program in NIT Trichy. So I got the opportunity to access NIT Trichy because of him. I once again thank the management of Mohamed Sathak Engineering College. Because of them only I am here actually. So the affordable education what they gave it to me, because of that time, that helps me to access the higher education. Because of that only I can able to achieve this position, because they are very generous actually. See, Mohamed Sathak Engineering College management people are very generous. They want to serve the community. So because of that only they are here. They are serving a lot of people, lot of innovators. So I once again thank Dr. Nirmal Kannan sir, principal of Mohamed Sathak Engineering College, Dr. Balasubramaniam sir, and Dr. Nerekula Sekaran sir, and other faculty members who are joined here today. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you. Any questions, please?
Thank you, sir, for the insightful and inspiring session. We'll now move on to the question and answer session. I encourage everyone to make the most of this opportunity and actively participate. Dear participants, please utilize this opportunity.
Yes. You can stop the screen so that it will be, yeah. I think someone written somewhere actually. Okay.
If you feel hesitant, please put your questions in the chat box.
Yeah, you can put in the chat box. I can answer. See, don't worry actually. Okay, whatever the question, silly question also you can ask. Okay, so whatever you are having in your mind, sir, can I get placement? Or what I have supposed to do? Okay, actually start executing. How do you know? Yeah, I think Preeti is asking one question. Actually, how do you know when to stop improving the idea and actually start executing? Okay, don't worry about the idea improvement actually. So whatever the idea you are getting, you start converting into product, launch it. Okay, obviously after launching you will get some feedbacks. Okay, so you can improve upon it. Okay, don't worry about that. If you are having idea, good idea, no need to stop. Okay, you can convert into product, try for it. Okay, so I think obviously your people will be talking, your friends will be talking about the product. Okay, many startup fail in the early stages. How should a young entrepreneur handle failure and learn from it? Actually, see, startups, yeah, fails many times, but at the same time, if you are planning to have your own startup in the college days, you are having a lot of access for the grants actually. So it's a time for you to experiment actually, because during the college days, definitely you can experiment. Because a lot of people are giving funding for the student innovations actually, like Entrepreneurship Development Institute is giving voucher programs, and Startup Tamil Nadu is also having a lot of voucher programs and innovation funding, IT&T Hub. So during your college days, definitely you can try with the kind of funding what they were getting. Okay, so if you're having a very good innovative idea, definitely they will fund. Okay, you can start, create a product and launch it, and then see the success. If it is not successful, don't worry, think about for the improvement. Okay, but you need to try certain period of time actually. So okay, so at least a minimum 2 to 3 times actually you need to try. See, many people you can see in the top startup founders, the success is not coming in first shot. Okay, they may be getting in second venture or third venture or sometime fifth venture or sixth venture also sometime. But at the same time, you should not leave as it is. Okay, but as a Indian parents, Indian students, obviously they are having a lot of constraints actually. So the people in US, the parents are not constraining the students obviously they are having a lot of freedom than us. But at the same time, now the things are changing here in India also, and the parents are encouraging the wards to take up some kind of innovative ideas. If the family supports, definitely you can think about it. Otherwise, you can take up some job, experience it, then you can come back and do the startups. See, you create your own revenue systems. After that, you can start. Okay, so that is one. Okay, as CSC student, what skills should be focused on developing today and to become successful innovator in the future? See, obviously CSC student means now you can see data structure algorithm. Okay, so data structure algorithm is very important for larger corporates. Obviously, they are looking how many lead code certification, lead code programs you have completed. So what is your lead code score, or what is your skill rank score? Okay, what is your hacker rank score? So these things are they're trying actually. So obviously you can develop some kind of coding skills. That is very important. Many people may say AI is coming, there it's going to take up, but it is not going to happen so soon. Okay, so obviously another 3-4 years. Obviously another 3-4 years, definitely the coding skills are very much required for getting a good job. Okay, so obviously whatever the innovations or innovative coding you are developing, you can put it in your GitHub. Okay, and make it open to all, so that what are the skills you earned, that will be visible to the recruiters. So definitely it will be successful for you. Okay, so you think about your GitHub, and what are the innovations you are making. You create a small video or small photographs, put it in LinkedIn, tag it to all corporate companies. Okay, so that they will see if you are having a very good innovation, so they will see and they will recruit you. Okay, many students have good idea but struggling to execution. What would you suggest as a first step? See, first step is create your own products. Okay, in the campus, that is very important. Okay, in the campus, get the access from your faculties, get the access from the nearby innovation centers, or if you are having some access to the innovation centers nearby, or some access through online. Okay, so even Tamil Nadu startup, Tamil Nadu or entrepreneurship development institutes, they are conducting so many programs. I think recently also, I think they conducted so many programs for innovators. So participate those kind of programs. Okay, so if you are having idea, don't fear. Okay, you have to participate. MSME hackathons, idea hackathons, smart India hackathons. You go and participate. Okay, so see, first level also, if you are failing, if you are getting failure in first round itself, don't worry, try. Okay, in a year at least 10 to 15 hackathons or makeathons are coming. Identify that and start participate. Obviously you'll get a lot of ideas. Juries will give you suggestions, so you can execute. Okay, don't worry about that. Abhinaya, don't worry. You can participate in the hackathons. That helps you to fine tune your idea further. Okay, and Sahana, I have one question. How can students effectively balance their academic studies while working on innovative project? Yes, of course, it's a very difficult. I understand, totally understand, because as a student, when I was in Momo Sathak, we used to have a lot of free time. Why? Because morning hour we will be having theory, afternoon we will be having 2 or 3 laboratory sessions. But currently the system is not like that. What happens now? It's entire timetable is filled up. Obviously you need to work beyond your class hours. Okay, so the system is changed now. Okay, during our days we used to have morning theory slots, afternoon only 3 hours of lab, remaining time we can go and sit in the library and we can learn. And I think these kind of systems are not there in the college right now. But you can ask permission from your faculty. Sir, can I have on duty for my innovation project? So if you are doing good project, definitely they will give on duty for that. So don't worry. Okay, approach your faculty members. You can start work on the innovative project in the afternoon hours. If there you are having some kind of leisure periods, or some kind of theory periods are there, means you need to manage your own, because those classes you are missing means you need to manage on your own. Okay, yeah.
So,
Yes.
with AI changing the way we build and solve problems, what qualities we still make a student stand out, sir?
Yeah, AI is changing a lot, but at the same time, you need to make AI as a companion. Okay, you need to learn AI quickly because as a young generation, students, even it is not there in the syllabus, you can try. Okay, Cloud access is available, our ChatGPT access are available. So use this tool, free access tools. At least you create a group. Okay, create a group. Each students may be having some kind of tokens. Okay, free tokens are available. Use that free tokens and learn on new technology by using AI tools. Okay, use and share the expertise among yourself, because many people will say the tokens are the problem. Okay, so we are getting only minimal tokens so that we can't able to execute. But if parallelly people are started working some problem, you'll get some kind of solutions. You can integrate and put it in one tool afterwards, so that you can balance that. AI. So make AI as a companion. Don't think it is a competitor. Okay. You need to learn the AI technology immediately. Okay. You should not think I will learn after joining company, after getting internship. Okay. Don't think in that way. Do it now. Okay. Do it today. Today itself, make a attempt to start exploring the AI tools. That is very, very important.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
When an innovative idea fails, how can we difference between a bad idea and a pure execution?
Bad idea.
And a poor execution.
Failed execution you are talking about.
When an innovative idea fails, how can we difference between a bad idea and a bad execution?
Bad execution, yeah. Bad execution, you see, obviously it happens because of inexperience. Okay, see, bad idea is always will not come into market actually. Okay, so whenever you are having a bad idea, definitely it will get rejected in the initial phase itself. But bad execution means something different, because we are having a very good idea, but at the same time execution part is lagging. So execution part is lagging means by experience you can learn, but idea itself bad means definitely it will not come into market, obviously. Okay, so obviously if you are having a good idea but execution part is lacking because of the inexperience only. Okay, you are not experienced in that, obviously you will be facing some issues, but you can get the help from the experts in the field. You can have a mentor so that they will guide you actually. So they are having the expertise in that particular environment, obviously the product, so they will help you to execute. Okay, don't worry about that. Lot of mentors actually, they are available in the ITNT Hub, Tamil Nadu Startup, or EDA. Okay, even if required we can also create a forum through our alumni association network also, so we can also support your idea definitely. Okay, that is not, that is also possible. Okay, lot of very good entrepreneurs are there, our seniors or juniors also there, so we can create a group and we are ready to support you actually. Okay, so bad execution not a problem.
Thank you, sir. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Now proceed with the certificate presentation. As a token of your appreciation, may I request Professor Balasubramanian, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to present the certificate to our esteemed guest, Dr. P.K. Nagarajan. Sir, please share your screen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mm. Sure, 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 sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, all students. Hope you enjoyed my session. If you are having any doubts, you can also reach out me. So I will give my mail ID here in our uh, personal mail ID I am giving. You can reach out me anytime. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Firdos, for arranging this excellent lecture. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagaraja. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. As we come to the conclusion of today's webinar, we now proceed with the vote of thanks. May I request Irfana to deliver the vote of thanks?
First and foremost, I thank the Almighty for His countless blessings and guidance in making today's event a successful one. On behalf of Mohamed Sathak Engineering College and Sadakian Alumni Expert Forum, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. P.K. Naharajan, for his inspiring and enlightful address. Your valuable words have truly motivated and enlightened us. I extend my sincere thanks to our respected management, principal, vice principal, dean academics, head of the department, Dr. Mohamed Zakaria, our alumni coordinator, respected faculty members, and my dear fellow students, for your constant guidance, encouragement, and wholehearted cooperation in making this event a grand success. Your continuous support, dedication, effort, and enthusiastic participation have made today's session meaningful, memorable, and truly successful. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Irfana. As we conclude today's Knowledge Connect series, let's connect again in the next series on forthcoming Saturday with another alumnus. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.